Where did Vikings live? Vikings typically lived in longhouses, which were located on farms surrounded by a fence. In the center, of course, was the longhouse. However, on the farm, there were different activities and buildings, including the outbuildings, barns, stables, and workshops. In villages, the farms were normally grouped around an open area or a common street. Many Viking families lived together in a longhouse. The structure was built of wood, stone, or blocks of turf, also known as peat blocks. These were surprisingly hard and lightweight bricks that also had excellent insulation. The walls were bowed walls. In the plan, they formed like a ship's outline. There was no flooring material laid down in Viking homes. Instead, the floor was simply the earth. The walls were made of wattle and were lined with clay. They consisted of wooden planks placed vertically into the ground, which supported the roof along with a row of posts that ran the length of the home in order to support the roof. The outside of the house was often supported by sloping posts. The roofs were slanted and could be thatched or wooden. The whole longhouse was shaped rectangular and long. The inside of the longhouse was typically dark yet cozy, with a fireplace keeping it nice and warm. On one end, there were cattle and other animals housed in stalls, if there were no stables on the farm. They as well stored crops and other tools in that area. On the opposite end of the longhouse was often set up for Vikings to create artistical crafts using Viking looms or other important materials used for them to make art. In the middle of the house was an oblong fireplace, a long fireplace. There, food was made and could be used to eat and gather around. Along the walls, there were plank beds on which Vikings could sit or sleep. Beds were most likely lined with straw and animal skin. Some historians believe that Vikings actually slept sitting up with their backs against the wall because of the limited amount of space on the actual beds. The toilets were located on the outside of the house, and there was only one door in which you could go in and out of the longhouse. Vikings made simple lamps using oil from fish, seals, and whales to provide some extra light in the household. The Vikings constantly repaired their house because the damp weather was a great enemy as it led to rotting. However, they also knew how to protect the wood by scorching the posts of their house.